If you are in the process of building a website for your lawn care or landscaping business and you're looking for examples that you can take ideas from to implement into your own website, you're in the right place. Hi, my name is Ryan Hugler with Landscape Legends, and today I'm going to be showing you 3 examples of lawn care websites that are generating my clients tons of leads and how you can do the same for your business. Now, if building a website seems too complicated or you just don't have the time to go and build a website yourself, make sure you visit wearelandscapelegends.com to book an intro call and see how me and my team can help you get your phone ringing with a new website. With that being said, let's dive in. So this first website that we are looking at is Holtzclaw Lawn and Landscape. Now, this is one of the early ones that I built, but the nice thing about it is it's relatively simple. There's nothing fancy. We actually are in the process of redesigning it and sprucing it up, but it generates leads like crazy. I just looked through all of the leads that filled out the form right here, and I believe we're at like 62 of the leads that have filled out the form this year so far. Right now, it's early July, have been found through Google, and this is in a town of like 15,000. So it's not as big of a market as, let's say, like in Indianapolis or a Dallas or like a bigger city. The little things can get you good results if you just do them right. Luckily, there isn't a ton of competition in Marion as well, so that helps. But let's go ahead and dive into it. What makes this website good? Number one, obviously, we've got a clear, strong call to action. So there's a couple ways you can do this. On this one, we've got a form just right here at the top of the page, so they know exactly how to request a free quote. Obviously, it's working pretty good because we're getting a lot of quote requests directly from Google and then also just in general coming through this website. Now, a big thing too, and especially for the mobile version, is having a click to call button. So have your phone number or just like the phone icon so they can just click it and call right away. Honestly, I'm starting to lean more and more towards just actually having the phone number because people are able to recognize that it's a phone number and they know that they can click that to call. Make sure you have a clear call to action. I like having the lead form as your primary call to action. So wherever you have a button that says get free quote, it pops up the lead form. But also having a phone number, especially for the mobile version of your website, is very, very important. People just want to call and talk sometimes and just get the information that they need. It's easier. And then also the thing that's really working or to help get this found on Google is keyword placement. So honestly, it's not great on this website because, like I said, it's one of the early ones that I did, but it's still working really well. So right here in the main headline, we've got landscapes in Marion, Illinois area, and then also Marion Landscaper down here in one of the sub headlines. And then I'm pretty sure in the regular text, we mentioned landscaping, Marion, Illinois, lawn care services quite often. So you want to have a decent amount of text. Honestly, this website could probably use more, but like I said, it's working. So doesn't have to be perfect to still get you clients. And then also down here, we've obviously got the services listed. This is pretty important just so people know what you do. They know what they can expect. A couple things that this website is missing that we're adding in the new design is social proof. There's no reviews whatsoever listed on this website. And I believe they've got like 40 some reviews. It's like a 4.8 average. So that's something we want to showcase. Better choice of keywords. Like I said, I could probably target certain keywords better, but if it ain't broke, don't fix it. So the layout isn't super great. It's kind of a little bit repetitive with the content, but it gets the job done. It shows what they do, and it's obviously generating them clients. The process, I'd like to include some sort of like process section, just showing like kind of what they can expect or what clients can expect when contacting, because you're filling out this random form on the internet. Well, what's going to happen with it? So I typically like to include that, even if it's just simple. And then there's also no portfolio, I just realized. So, I mean, there is on the Our Work tab, but on the home page, I think we need to have a better portfolio. So like I said, this is one of the early websites that I built, and we're in the process of redesigning it, sprucing it up, but it's still getting good results even without being anything fancy. So now we're hopping over to another website that we actually just recently redesigned as well. This was actually the very first person that I built a website for. It's a free giveaway, but we just recently spruced it up and it's a lot better now. So kind of going off of what we were talking about on the last design, the important things, call to action. We've got the request a quote. This is actually set up with my service area to just put in so the clients can put in their address and see if they're actually in the service area. That way, this person's not dealing with leads that aren't in their service area. With lawn care, obviously you want to keep a pretty dense route a lot of times, especially when you're smaller. So that's helping this client with route density and just not wasting time on leads that aren't qualified and in their area. And then also we've obviously got the phone number clickable. That's key right there. Make sure it's clickable, especially on mobile. See what else we got. We've got good keyword placement, Aurora, Colorado lawn care company. That's tagged as the H1 or the main headline on the page. There we kind of move down. We've obviously got the social proof, 4.8 star rating between Nextdoor and Google, award winning, pretty key there, just showcasing that this is a company that has been around and obviously produces or provides a good service. Let's see, as we scroll down, we've obviously just got some more good keyword placement, just a general overview of the company. Once again, showcasing those Google reviews. This is kind of what we need on that last one, just showcasing the reviews, showcasing the services. Again, I kind of like this setup a little bit better. And then we've got an FAQ. That's something that the last one was missing that I forgot to touch on as well. An FAQ can help answer a lot of those common questions that you were getting on the phone. You can use the frequently asked questions to both qualify and disqualify people from contacting you. And then here we do actually have a portfolio just showing the crew working the process. Like I said, it doesn't have to be anything crazy, but just showing, okay, request an estimate, fill out the form, we'll get to you via email, and then no more worries for you. No mo worries for you. And then another thing that I think the other one could use is a service area section. Obviously, if you only service certain areas, you want to say that so you're not getting leads from everywhere that's outside of your reach. But also the thing that can be powerful with this is you create individual pages for each of these towns and then you link them here. So what you're doing by doing this is so that when someone, let's say, looks up Foxfield Lawn Care Company, then you've got a page that is targeting specifically Foxfield lawn care services. Google recognizes that, and then that page is more likely to show up when people are searching for lawn care services in Foxfield. And then if you do end up making that separate page, make sure you link it back here on the homepage to your service area section so that your website's authority and your domain authority can be transferred from this homepage to your service page. So that may be a little bit technical, but just trust me, you want to make sure that if you do create additional service pages, link them to your homepage through here. One thing that I haven't mentioned so far, but I think is good to mention on this one, is that they've got some pretty decent photos without being like professional quality. So one thing that can really make or break a website on top of the design is the pictures that you put on there. If your pictures are stock images, work on getting some pictures of your crew working and the work that you actually do, because people can read right through that, and it just is much more personal when you can see, like on this, there's a video right here showing people working with No Mo Worries Lawn Care on their shirts. It's just so much more personable, and it builds a sense of trust. Like they can trust that you are a legit company. They can see that you're actually working, and like they've got a cool truck wrap and everything. Like it's not just some fly-by-night kind of guy who's gonna mow you for 3 weeks and then take your money and not show up again. Now, are professional pictures best? Obviously, yes, but all you need is an iPhone or decent smartphone and you can get solid pictures. And lastly, we're hopping over to calvinlandscape.com. This is one of the bigger projects that we've worked on. First off, obviously, we've got the phone and call to action, request a quote. This is crucial. Have a clear call to action and have it right at the top of your page, because people don't want to search all through and try to figure out how to get in contact with you. You want to make it as easy as possible and give people the path of least resistance. If people want to call you, make sure you have that phone number there. Or if they just want to request a quote, get some more information, let them do that. Make sure you have a clear call to action. That's crucial. And then from there, once again, we've got good keyword placement in Indianapolis Landscaping Company. Now, being Indianapolis, it's obviously a bigger city, metropolitan area, so there's going to be more competition on Google. but I think we're actually sitting top 5 right now, which realistically, if you're not first or second, you're probably not going to get a lot of people clicking on your website. But it's in the running, and I think with a few tweaks we can get it up to compete even better on the search results. Now, hold that thought though, because there are a few suburbs that we're performing very well in, and we're ranking at number 1. So as we scroll through, the one thing about this is that, like I mentioned on the last one, or the first one, it didn't have any social proof. Now this one do have a review here, and obviously it's like pretty good review. Couldn't be happier with the work done. But we're working on getting them some better reviews on Google, because currently I think they're at like a 3.8 star rating. We're working with them to get more quality 5-star reviews so we can start showcasing that better. Once again, just showcasing the team, putting faces on the website is good, just so that people can, once again, see who they'll be working with. Obviously, you can't see the individual faces, but you can see the shop, you can see the trucks, you can see the team. Like it's kind of like a family picture. People are going to connect better with a picture like this than just a stock picture. So this kind of goes back to photography. Have good pictures on your website. And another thing I haven't really mentioned on these, but just don't cram them together like a bunch of information. Sometimes less is more with the content. Now you want to have a decent amount of content on your page for Google so that Google can read through it and see what you're talking about, what services you do, and just get a good idea of what your business is, so they know what searches to show your website under. But when in doubt, less is more. You don't want to just barf all the information about your company out. If you've been in business for a little while, I really like including that, just because it shows you've been around. You obviously are doing something right if you've been in business since 1986. Once again, you're not one of those fly-by-night kind of guys. Why choose Calvin? I don't think I really mentioned this a whole lot on the other ones, but we had sections like this, just like what makes you different. So the award-winning landscaping company, they've won 23 local, regional, national awards. Honestly, I think we probably need to accentuate that more, but it showcases that they do good work. Attention to detail, flexibility to meet your needs. And then the only thing that's a little off on this one that I'd probably redo is the services section. I just broke it down to residential landscaping services and commercial landscaping services. This was to go pretty heavily aggressive on SEO, since it is a competitive market with it being Indianapolis. So we've got landscaping in Indianapolis, residential, and then it's commercial landscaping in Indianapolis. So we went pretty aggressive on the keyword placement. If I had to do it again, I'd probably just do like the same simple list of services on the homepage, like 6 to 8 services or so. This is what we've got right now. You can do it this way, but honestly, if you're building a website on your own, I'd recommend just listing out your services. Have, like I said, 6 boxes with image, button to click, learn more. You can take it to another page and click those services. And then once again, another review, process, portfolio, and then the service area. So the thing about this website that's a little bit different is that when you click on one of these, you can see we have another page for the different neighborhoods in the area. So your Premier Landscaping or Avon Landscaping Company, this is targeting Avon. So it's pretty similar to the original homepage. We just tweaked some of the text, added Avon in, and I believe last time I checked, this page is actually ranking at the very top when someone searches for landscaping company in Avon. Now that can vary a lot. Obviously there's a lot of competition and Google's always changing, but it shows that you don't even necessarily have to predominantly be in that area. You can make those additional service city pages and you can still rank and get clients from that. Now, I've only really been showing you the home pages so far, and then obviously we've got this city page, but I kind of want to dive into some of the service pages just to show you what you can look for there. So we're going to go over here to landscape installation. So the purpose of this page is to provide more information and to target additional keywords that people may be looking or search phrases that people may be entering into Google. As you can see, it's pretty simple. We're just including the keyword that we're targeting multiple times. So we've got Indianapolis Outdoor Living Contractor, emotion, enticing headline, obviously good picture, another picture, Indianapolis Outdoor Living Contractor, showcasing some of the features under that service. So paver patios, retaining walls, fire pits, pergolas, pools and spas, ponds and waterfalls, just to provide more information, and then a portfolio of that type of service. You can also have a pricing section, which I personally like having. So if you can break down your specific service into like good, better, best, and you can break it down into 3 pricing categories. For example, I know hardscaping projects for this company range drastically, but I know they have $1,000 minimum for landscaping projects. So you could put like $1,000 to, let's say, $5,000 for this size project, kind of describe what you can get out of that, and then $5,000 to $20,000, and then $20,000 plus. I have 3 of those different pricing categories. That can help qualify clients. So if somebody has a small $200 mulch installation that they're looking for, they have a $200 budget, they know not to contact you and waste your time. And then one more thing that I want to show you is that if you don't want to go through and make individual service pages, but you just want to get a standard 5-page website set up, we'll go back to no mo worries here and look at the services page. And you can just write a simple section for each service. Mowing, lawn fertilization, lawn aeration, and power raking. I just typically just do a simple image, content, back and forth. Throw in the reviews again. And that's just a simple, easy way to showcase all the services you do without making it too complicated. And if you don't want to go through the hassle of making a page for each individual service, you don't have to. Now, I hope this video has helped you take some ideas and see some examples of high-performing websites that we have built that are actively generating high quantity and high quality leads for our clients. And once again, if you don't want to have to go through the hassle of building a website yourself, just figuring out all of the technical stuff to make your website perform well, make sure you visit wearelandscapelegends.com, book an intro call, and see how me and my team can help you get the phone ringing with a new website. Also, make sure to like this video if it helped. Leave a comment if you have any questions, subscribe, and hit that bell icon for more helpful lawn care and landscaping marketing and web design videos. Thanks for watching.